draw a dot, and then draw another dot, and then connect the lines, and then draw a lot of lines. Then with that line, draw a shape, draw another shape, and then draw another shape. Draw a lot of shapes. This is a duck. Divide the duck into shapes, basic shapes rather. I don't even know why I chose a duck for this demonstration rather. And also pay attention to the negative space. The shapes all around the duck. Shapes all around the duck, you. Now practice this on a separate sheet by observing the duck. But how many shapes do you really need to represent a duck? Now let's talk about 3D. Draw a square and draw another square, and then connect the lines. You can do it with a triangle as well. Do a triangle and then draw a lot of shapes and triangles there for practice. This is a circle. You can squish the circle. Draw a lot of squished circles. So now draw a squished circle and draw another squished circle, and then connect those squished circles. Draw a lot of them, and then draw some curves to show where the direction where the circle is pointing at. And then again do this several times. You can even try it out with spirals. Alright, now let's put things in perspective. Draw a line on the center of your paper and draw a lot of lines coming out. So this will give you a perspective grid. So on your grid, draw a square, and from the corners draw lines following the perspective grid, and draw a vertical line going across. So yeah, if you draw the shape on top of the grid, it will show the bottom of the shape. If you draw the shape on top of below the grid, it will show the top of the shape. See the difference now? The same thing if you draw the shape on the left side of the line, it will show the left face of the shape. So do this a couple of times and using the perspective grid. You can create any shape and use the perspective lines to draw any shape. So now let's look at 2-point perspective. Draw a line and then draw 2 dots on the line, one on the other side, one on the other side, and then draw the same grids that we drew the first time. And then draw your shapes on the where the lines are intersecting. Do the same thing, and in this view it will give you a wide angle view. So yeah, keep constructing the shapes and try to figure out where the things go. So you can do this with a square, as well as a sphere, as well as a rectangle. So what if we put these dots at least close to each other? This will give you a little bit of a warped kind of shape, and a little bit the distance a little bit further than the ones that we did at the first time. So you can use this to design a house like this. So let's get back to our duck, and we're going to use a 2-point perspective and a 1-point perspective to draw our duck. So we start with our basic shapes like we did at the first time. We do our duck. It's all about shapes. This will give you the side view of the duck. So using the same method, we're going to draw the front view of the duck, and then we go to the first 1-point perspective. We design the duck inside the shape. This duck looks like it's about to fart. Anyway, back to the video. And now you can draw in the front view of the duck. Now you have a 3D construction of your duck in perspective. So you can use this as a basic shape of your constructive duck to build up the duck and make it look like more of a duck and less of a shape. So it all starts with the shapes, and the end you can build up to that. As well as if you look at organic shapes, it's just a shape and then it's that. And then look at the space around you, you notice that it's all about the shapes. And you break it down, you break everything down into shapes. That's how easy drawing is. When you look at stuff into shapes, then break it down, and then you can actually draw anything. And also, you can use the lines just to show where the shape is heading, how the shape is tilted. Like I said, everything's a shape. Your hand is a shape. Break it down into shape. Your arm is a shape. Break it down into shape, and then you can draw that muscles. So yeah, hope you get anything. So yeah, I have no idea how to end the video, so